Hi everybody, it's Philip from MDF2, and this is our week 1 project video, Twitter. In this video we're going to talk about what we did as well as what we learned. Let's go ahead and launch this. Note when I launch you're going to see the status screen really quick and then you're going to see the tweets come up because I have a fast internet connection. So here we go, status screen, and there's my tweets. So this is our main interface. We have our icon that we have for the tweets. We have who did it, the text, the date, and of course the title of the account at the top. I can scroll up and down, see all the tweets that I have in there. If I click on one, it'll load it up by default, and I can click done, which will take me back to the beginning, and voila. Now the cool thing is if you have multiple accounts, it is capable of handling that as well. The Twitter application on iOS does it this way as well. If you have more than one account, it chooses the first account in the array, and then it uses that, and then it allows the user to choose an account to switch to. So since we're on QPC already, we're going to switch to my personal account. And there's my personal account right there. It has all of my information as well as basically just a Twitter page down here at the bottom. And if I click on done, it should also go ahead and reload the tweets for that individual user, and it changes the user at the top. I could click on refresh. It'll allow me to refresh the tweets coming from there as well. We'll go ahead and click post up here, which will allow us to post, and when we post it, it'll come back and of course reload, and we will see our post on the screen there. So it's a very simple application. Let's go ahead and take a look at the code here. So here of course we have the primary layout. It's not much, it's just 3 individual screens. We have a primary view controller, we have a detail view controller, and a My Accounts view controller. And we have 2 segues, and that's really all there is to it. We've also gone ahead and we have created our own Twitter API here. And this Twitter API allows us to create a Twitter custom object. And in the Twitter custom object, we're able to initialize the URLs that we're going to use, as well as the arrays that we're going to use. It allows us to set up our Twitter feeds, set out our accounts, load out our data, and keep things nice and healthy. It was actually really fun to learn. Probably the trickiest thing to get going was this one down here. If you remember during class, we talked about this, how we could take the results from the JSON query from the server, and we could pass it into a dictionary item, and then we go ahead and call our create post from dictionary, and then we come down here and we set it. But she had us want to do a custom object to do that, but I decided that I didn't want another custom object. I've got plenty on here already. I've got my detail view controllers, I've got my main view controller, I've got my Twitter API, and I've got 2 individual SD image and NSDate libraries already. So adding another object in there would just add some bloat. So instead, what we've done is we were able to create all of the dictionaries in here. As I know I have a user account or a timeline in here, I'm able to create the dictionary within there without having to worry about creating an object. So we just define what we need, we pull out what we need, we create a dictionary for it, and we return that. Now of course this is a custom format date, and let me go ahead and bring that up so you can see what it looks like. Format date is created by Billy Gray in 2009. It is available on GitHub. I did make some modifications on here. I did edit it for iOS 8, and I did change how the short dates and all that good stuff worked. So this is an adaptation of his for mine, and it works out great. And of course we also do have the SD web image, which was created by Oliver Poitry, and we use that to load images onto our view. Let me show you why we do that. Let me go up to My Accounts view, and we'll come down here to the load data. And the reason that we're doing this is it will allow us to inline set an image from a URL without having to download the URL in code ourselves. We'll rely on the library to do that for us. So we were able to create the SD image with URL from our selected object, which is the account that we selected, and then we choose our profile image and we create a placeholder for it, so that way when we're loading the image we're not having a difficult time seeing what's on the screen and such like that. So it was a very fun project to work on. There was a few gotchas. One of the main gotchas is when you create your own API down here for Twitter, you have to really pay attention to how many times you are reloading the data. For me, I accidentally reloaded it twice in a row, so my setup API here, for example, this one was firing, setup Twitter, was firing at the same time as my load Twitter timeline. And they were mixing together, which would make duplicate entries into my table view, which was quite annoying. Now, of course, they don't do that, so we don't have that problem. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy that. If you do, let me know. Have a great day.